Here with India Today this Friday evening, I'm Smita Sharma. And the biggest story that is developing at this point, India is now finally calling off those talks that were slated between India and Pakistan national security advisors for the 24th of August. The Ministry of External Affairs spokesperson Vikas Swarup made a fresh statement just a short while ago, responding to Pakistan's earlier statement where they had rejected India's advice to not go ahead with its meeting with the Hurriyat. Let's first listen in to what Vikas Swarup had to say.
The main areas which were discussed during these bilateral talks, which we hope will greatly strengthen India's partnership with the Pacific Islands countries. At the same time, we are aware of the developments relating to the National Security Advisor level talks. Earlier in the day, Pakistan has issued a statement. I am now going to read out our response to that statement. The statement by the government of Pakistan today on the NSA-level talks with India does not come as a surprise. There has been a pattern to Pakistan's actions after the UFA summit, and today's position is a culmination of that approach. At UFA, the two prime ministers agreed on a meeting of the NSAs to discuss all issues connected to terrorism, as well as ensure peace and tranquility on the border. Instead, we saw a sharp increase in the unprovoked firings from the Pakistani side and some serious cross-border terrorist incidents. The last one at Udhampur resulted in the capture alive of a Pakistani national, a matter that would have naturally come up in the NSA-level talks on terrorism to Pakistan's discomfort. Insofar as those talks are concerned, Pakistan took 22 days to respond to the Indian proposal to meet in New Delhi. It then proposed an agenda that was at variance completely with what the two prime ministers had agreed upon in UFA. Together, these two actions indicated its reluctance to go forward with sincerity on the agreed process. Even more significantly, without confirming either the program or the agenda, the Pakistani High Commissioner invited Hurriyat representatives to consult with the visiting NSA. This provocative action was completely in consonance with Pakistan's desire to evade its commitment at UFA to engage in a substantive discussion on terrorism. The UFA understanding on the talks, read out jointly by the two foreign secretaries, was very clear. The NSAs were to meet to discuss all issues connected to terrorism. This was the only agenda set for them by the two prime ministers. The insistence on meeting Hurriyat as a precondition is also a complete departure from the UFA understanding. India has always held the position that there are only two stakeholders in our relationship, not three. The people of both countries can legitimately ask today, what is the force that compels Pakistan to disregard the agreements reached by two elected leaders and sabotage their implementation? India remains committed to discussing issues with Pakistan peacefully and bilaterally. In fact, we took the initiative to engage at UFA, but unilateral imposition of new conditions and distortion of the agreed agenda cannot be the basis for going forward. Thank you.